Jordan, tell us a little bit about your love of softball.
It was, since I was little, it was always like the one thing that I would rather do that than anything else. I played a lot. Like I played on a Montana team and a Utah team, and I played summer ball, and I would play it like all the way through the fall and everything too. So it'd be like whenever I could, I would just play just because I loved it.
What was it like to hear that you weren't able to walk and that you had been injured in that way?
It wasn't as hard at the time as it is like now to know that like my friends and everybody can still play softball, but I can't anymore.
Is that pretty tough then?
It is.
When we think about sports, we think about great people who overcame great adversity.
Like Josh Hamilton, one of my favorite athletes, who overcame addiction to become the player he is today.
Another person that comes to mind is Jordan Denny, a former pitcher for Pocatello High School.
She is a respected but also feared player. In a doubleheader one time, she struck out 20 individuals.
After high school, she was able to walk on as a freshman to the Utah Valley University softball team.
But after a tragic accident, her softball career was ended.
News of Jordan's tragic accident spread throughout the community of southeastern Idaho.
She was loved and well respected, so the news was hard to take. We recently had the opportunity to interview Jordan.
During that interview, we asked her a couple of questions about her experiences in softball.
Do you remember how you felt when you realized you had been injured?
It was like my parents and everybody like every day was like, you've been in a car accident and you can't walk anymore and all that kind of stuff. So it was like kind of like I slowly came into it. It wasn't like I was just like all of a sudden like, oh, I can't do it anymore.
How long is that ball going to be in the air between when it leaves your hand and when it hits that mitt?
I don't know, like a second.
Okay.
As we were interviewing Jordan, one thing stuck out. In about a second, things can change, whether in sports or life.
This theme really stuck with us. So when we were asked to make an advertisement for a charity softball game in dedication of Jordan, we thought back to this theme and decided to use it.
In less than a second, I can blow a serve right past my opponent.
Less than a second determines whether I get stuffed or whether I sink the dagger over my defender's outstretched arm.
Less than a second is the difference between victory and defeat.
In less than a second, athlete Jordan Denny lost her ability to walk. In this second, we are seeking your help in providing equipment for disabled persons among us.